Recorded at the famed Paris Olympia in November 2001, Live in Paris was Diana Krall's first live album. Backed by what has been described as the Quicksilver combo of bassist John Clayton, drummer Jeff Hamilton and guitarist John Pisano, Diana unleashed her cool contralto vocals and snappy post-bop piano playing on a range of jazz standards, bossa novas, ballads and contemporary pieces such as Joni Mitchell's A Case of You. This was a major production, with her recorded and filmed in performance with the Orchestra Symphonique Européenne under the direction of Alan Broadbent, as well as the London Symphony Orchestra, led by conductor Klaus Ogerman. Krall made a dramatic debut with the critically acclaimed Only Trust Your Heart album, which topped the Billboard Jazz charts for most of 1998, earning her first Grammy nomination. She went on to win a Best Jazz Vocal Performance Grammy for 1999's platinum-selling When I Look in Your Eyes, and by the time the new decade and century had rolled around, she was commanding huge respect. She seemed to be what the jazz world had been waiting for. Jazz reviewer Jeff Shannon summed up the general reception when he wrote how everyone on stage that night provided flawless support for Krall, whose skill on a Steinway is as impressive as her smoky interpretations of vintage standards and ballads. Inspired by guest conductor-arranger Ogerman, Krall can surprise with subtleties like a delicious hint of the Beatles' Day Tripper in a closing of All or Nothing, or glide into solos with a master's flair. Matching the music beat for beat, the camera coverage and editing are intimate without being obtrusive, making this bit of jazz heaven here on earth. End of quote. Diana's ease of movement through rich repertoire strains owes much to her father Jim Krall, whose large record collection helped expose his daughter to jazz legends and more. By 15, she was playing regularly in several restaurants in Nanaimo, British Columbia, and by 17 had won a scholarship from the Vancouver International Jazz Festival to study at Berklee College of Music in Boston. Her playing had attracted the attention of famed bassist Ray Brown and drummer Jeff Hamilton, who persuaded her to move to Los Angeles and study and then sing with pianist Jimmy Rolls. This brought her into contact with other influential teachers and producers, and in 1990 she relocated to New York, cutting her first album, Stepping Out, in 1993. Mounting fame and awards followed, and by 2000 she was out on a North American tour supporting Tony Bennett and garnering rave reviews. This paved the way for her own world tour, which kicked off in September 2001 and took in the Paris Olympia concert you're about to experience. The live album gave her her second Grammy and a Juno Award, and heavy airplay for her Joni Mitchell and Billy Joel covers. Radio loved her again when she joined Ray Charles on his 2004 Genius Loves Company album on You Don't Know Me. After marrying Elvis Costello in December 2003 at Elton John's estate outside London, now there's a wall on which I'd like to be a fly, she worked with him as a lyricist and began composing her own songs, leading to the 2004 album The Girl in the Other Room. It was top 5 in the United Kingdom and top 40 in Australia. She also produced a set of twins with him. Now there'll be talents to keep an eye on. She goes from strength to strength musically, with her new album Quiet Nights throwing in interpretations from Bacharach to the Bee Gees. She, like Norah Jones, is one of the very best things that the jazz market has going for it these days.